Welcome to this dry patch of grass with two red trams sitting in the middle of this field. This is the Pemberton Tram Station, a tourist railway station operating in the small town in WA southwest of Pemberton. Let's take a look around. So here there are just a few locomotive engines and some old carriages. I don't know what these are used for, but they're just preserved by this corporation here. But the only service that you can actually ride here is those red trams that are in that shed right there and on the tracks outside. So these are the tracks here, just quite narrow. So they operate as short service 5 kilometers out to the Cascades, which is just a tourist attraction with a lot of water coming down some rocks. I'll show you that later. And then they just come back, but they go really slow. See, they depart at 10:30 and 2 o'clock every day, except Sundays and public holidays. So this is what the station looks like. This is the behind it, and here's the ticket that we have to go. Yeah, so these are the tracks, although the tram doesn't actually come to the station, so we'll just have to board it over here. This is the driver's cabin, you can see the controls. And now we're going to depart. Let's listen what he has to say.
Folks, off we go. The Pemberton Tramway currently has 3 qualified drivers, and of course I will be your driver today. My name is Hayden. Incidentally, I am the newest member of the team, so you might want to hold on tight. If all goes well today, we will be heading out to the Cascades. That's about 5 kilometers down the line. On our way there, we'll cross 3 bridges. When we arrive, I'll stop for 25 minutes, and you'll be able to get out and stretch your legs.
Okay, now let's do a quick sped up trip over to the Cascades, past the old timber mill, which closed in 2016. Although you won't really see much out the side windows, since I couldn't get the front seat, as I was rejected by some very angry people. This here's a manual level crossing, which a driver has to press a button outside the tram 4 times a day when it goes past here to close the gates and open them back up. And after a long trip through the forest, we are now crossing this river on the rather high 14-meter bridge. And here we are. I didn't finish filming the whole trip because all you saw were just trees going by really fast. So now we have arrived about 40 minutes later, or 35 maybe. This is what the tram looks like inside, just some basic wooden benches. But this is actually meant to resemble what the old Fremantle trams looked like in Perth when they were operating a few decades ago. Yep, so one more look at the driver's cabin down the tracks. Would have been a really cool front view video if I could have taken it. And here is what the attraction is about. All the rocks in the water with everyone filming. Let's take a few shots of this. Here are some information boards about the trails here. And now let's cross the bridge back towards the tram. Strangely, the tram driver points you in the wrong direction to go towards those rocks, so people are dangerously trying to cross the river when there's actually a bridge. Tip, if you go here, always go left, not right when you get off the tram. Don't listen to what they say. Here's the old bridge after the terminus of the tram, although you can't go here anymore. And now walking back towards the tram. It's so weird, just walking through this forest and then there's just some noisy diesel tram up there with a really loud engine. So let's go and take a look from the outside. We come back up and now we're already departing back because I don't really know what to film. This is just a video to, I don't know, promote this service. There's not much to say about it or show about it, although it is quite expensive. About $28 per adult and $14 per child. Back at the main station. So, why don't you come on down here and ride the Pemberton trams? Yeah, this sounds like an ad.